Hello and welcome to Lake, a news show about Bellevue. I'm Robin Hasseth with Bellevue Parks and Community Services. This month we bring you stories about road improvements on West Lake Samammish Parkway and a city employee who helps keep Bellevue's farming heritage alive. But first, let's take a look at some recent headlines. Mayor Conrad Lee and others recognized volunteers recently for their contributions helping older adults. During a luncheon at the North Bellevue Community Center, more than 200 people were honored for their work. Barbara Polkinghorn and Hannah Kimball were named Volunteers of the Year. Bellevue firefighters and Overlake Hospital doctors teamed up in late February for the city's second annual Heart Week. Physicians and firefighters provided free blood pressure and blood sugar checks for more than 1,000 people at locations citywide. The test can help residents avoid or treat heart disease and diabetes, leading causes of death in the United States. The City Council held a public hearing as part of its effort to craft land use code amendments related to the future East Link light rail line. More than 20 people, mostly residents of the Anatai and Surrey Downs neighborhoods, spoke at the event.
We ask that when you consider any new land use codes for Bellevue, you put forward those and only those that will protect the livability and vitality of our city and especially our neighborhood that was established over 50 years ago.
The proposed new section of code would create permitting processes and development and design standards for reviewing East Link plans. A final decision was expected in late February. Work on long-awaited improvements to the West Lake Samammish Parkway has begun. Teresa Berg explains what you need to know about detours, delays, and how to avoid dangerous situations.
West Lake Samammish Parkway is a heavily traveled roadway connecting northeast and southeast Bellevue along the scenic shores of Lake Samammish. In January, crews began construction on the first phase between I-90 and Southeast 34th Street of a possible 5-phase project. Now that the initial utility work is about done, an 8-month detour begins in mid to late April. Crews will widen the shoulder on the east side of the roadway and pave a multi-use path on the west side with a landscape buffer. The detour will continue until November 2013, depending on weather conditions. To create a safe working environment, the southbound detour will redirect drivers onto Southeast 34th Street. During the detour, access to all homes will be allowed for traffic heading in the northbound direction, including access to the French Immersion School, Sambika, Sunset Elementary, and Vasa Park Resort and Ballroom. All parkway users, especially pedestrians and bicyclists, should be alert and use extreme caution when traveling through the work zone. Flaggers will guide walkers and bikers safely through the narrow areas. As always, drivers should obey the posted speed limit and watch for moving equipment. Expect daytime delays between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. The detour will be in effect 24 hours a day until November. If you use this roadway, please plan ahead. It may be best to avoid the area around the beginning and the end of the school day. Because this project is in a sensitive area, environmentally, rainy weather may affect the construction schedule. We apologize for this disruption. Fortunately, the contractor has created a schedule that cuts the work in half, 8 months instead of almost 1.5 years of work. We appreciate your patience. Our goal is to keep you and our construction crews safe while the work is underway. Thank you for your understanding as we improve the future of West Lake Samammish Parkway.
Every day, Bellevue employees serve the public in different ways. That means working to provide terrific customer service, uphold the public interest, and advance the community vision. This effort takes place throughout the city, often in jobs you might not be aware of. Next, we look at a typical day for Carla Tersek, just one of the employees who helps keep Kelsey Creek Farm Park working for Bellevue.
morning, Gus. My job is an animal caretaker at Kelsey Creek Farm, and I'm responsible for caring for the animals, cleaning their stalls, taking them in and out of the pastures every day. The day starts at 8 in the morning. One of the first things we do in the morning is feed the animals in their stalls. There's a couple of animals that get supplementary hay and grain before they go out to their pasture. And then we go over to the goats and we give them a mixture of hay. They get Timothy hay, orchard hay, and alfalfa, and it's a mix so that they can get all kinds of good nutrients before they head out for the day. Every morning we brush the cows so that we get all the shavings off of them. Cows sleep laying down, and so they get kind of dirty overnight. So we give them a good brush, and then they're ready to go in the morning. After we brush the cows, we take them out to their pasture, and they actually get to go to all different kinds of pastures throughout the year. My supervisor has a planned pasture rotation system so that they always have lots of grass to eat when they're out in the pasture. As soon as they finish, then we come back inside and we start cleaning the barn. We clean all the animal stalls every single day. That way they're clean and ready for them when they come in the evening. We pull out all dirty material and then replace it with fresh shavings. Of course, one of the jobs we have to do is refill their water every morning with fresh, clean water so it's ready for them when they come in the evening. Cleaning the barn is tons of fun. The barn ambiance is always wonderful. The smells, you know, all the hay and the wood and everything, it's a ton of fun to be in there. Bellevue used to have a vibrant agricultural community. We used to have a lot of dairies and a lot of strawberry fields, and Kelsey Creek Farm is really a way that the city can preserve that agricultural heritage. I see one of the most important parts of my job is educating the people around me, people that have never pet a goat or have never held a chicken, and being kind of an ambassador in that relationship that they would develop with an animal. Hello, how are you guys doing? Good. Do you want to come see the chickens?
And she bites people.
She doesn't bite people. She's a very nice chicken. She likes kids a lot. I love getting to know all the individual animals, and it takes a lot of time to really get to know who they are. And it's tons of fun to be able to watch them grow up and to teach them all kinds of fun tricks. And it's a lot like having a pet dog, really. You know, you get to bond with them. They recognize you when you come walking towards them, and it's really a rewarding experience to be part of an animal's life like that.
And now, take a look at some upcoming events. On March 1st, the Crossroads Par 3 golf course opens for the season. The course is an excellent beginner and family short course that only takes about an hour to play. For more information, visit bellevuewa.gov or call 425-452-4873. On March 2nd, come to the March Mania plant sale from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Bellevue Botanical Garden, featuring unique specialty plants for your spring garden. For more information, visit bellevuebotanical.org or call 425-452-2750. On March 10th from 2 to 3 p.m., enjoy tons of fun, World's Biggest Animal Babies, a free movie for ages 3 and up at the Lewis Creek Park Visitor Center. For more information, call 425-452-4195. And March 16th through the 24th, come see the Bellevue Youth Theater's production of The Little Prince. It's the story of a boy's pursuit of adventure, love, and meaning. Tickets are $10 to $12. For tickets and more information, email byt@bellevuewa.gov or call 425-452-7155. That's our show for today. For more information about featured segments, please visit us online at bellevuewa.gov. I'm Robin Hasseth. Thanks for watching this edition of Lake to Lake.